Now this program, which is like the one we did last week, you can use this to pull stuff from any API. Now there's my dog. I think a student did that and I just plopped it in there because I thought it was cute. It is pretty funny. This would be, remember, we looked at that ASCII art business? Is that this week?
But
When didn't we haven't done ASCII art yet?
that was last week.
Okay, so we've done ASCII art. So I just looked, one of my students looked for a dog and there it was, so they popped it in there. So we get a dog at the stop, but we make a request from this. And let's see if the dog API still works. The last one we tried did not work. Oh, there it is. Yep, it worked. Where is it? There it is. There it is. And I'm using, what am I using? I don't know what I'm using, but anyway, there's our, I think I'm using Firefox maybe. But there is our pieces of information. These two indicate that it's a dictionary. A dictionary is called a data structure, meaning it has more than one piece of information in it. A variable has a single piece of information. So data structures mean that we put together data in a structured way. Facts is a key. So if we get the key facts, we pull out this information. We don't care about success, so we can ignore that. We just want to get the facts. So I usually will copy that when I'm trying to figure it out, and then I will paste it into a, oh, I usually have it in here. Oh, there it is. I paste it into here so that I can then go through and figure out how to make it work. I don't know why I have HTTPS in there. But that is what we were seeing on the website. So then I can go through and figure out what's happening. We are going to get to all these other pieces later on. All right, so we have our dog, we have our response. We now have it into a Python dictionary. How do we get something out of a dictionary? We use a keyword. Facts. If we wanted to pull out the answer true, we'd use success. So this, if we put in this key, we pull out that value. Put in this key, we pull out that value. We get this key, it pulls out this value. Unfortunately, this is inside of another data structure called a list, which we are getting to. A list normally doesn't have one thing in it. If you have a grocery list, does it typically have one item? No, but they can have one item. So in this case, this list has one item. Lists are indexed. So the first item is 0, the second item is 1, the third item is 2. And that's why this is here. This is how you retrieve the first item from that list. So now I'm just getting the dog facts. Ta-da! There we are. Oh, for some reason it's printing out dog equals and invalid escape sequences. And oh, this is a newer version of Python. So it's changed a bit about how it interprets ASCII text, hasn't it? Yeah, I mean, I know what the error is and I know how to fix it, but it's just interesting. This used to work fine with older versions of Python. Huh. Interesting. Has nothing to do with the class. So my doggy doesn't work right anymore. I can fix him, but that makes doing ASCII art in the latest version of Python not as easy as it used to be. So can you take this and do something else with it? Yeah, I just don't have something else to do with it. I'm going to add another assignment in. In the meantime, doggy facts is what we have. You do not have to have this guy. Leave one there. Everywhere there's a left leaning slash is where we need one. Okay, I think that's good. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, there's a big story. Now, if you wanted to get more than one dog fact and not have to run the program how many times, what might you do? How could you make this program go more than once? What have we been working on today?
Loops.
Yep. And our menu loop we use is, because we don't know how many dog facts we can stand. Now we'll use the old tried and trusted well truth. Which means that everything down here, I don't think we want to see the dog every single time. That's why I put him at the top. He's more like a showpiece that you see once. We want to move all of these over, so if we select them all, press tab. Now all of this is inside the loop. So loop through this again and again and again. And if I run it right now, what's going to happen? Nobody knows?
Gonna continue.
Okay, not exactly what we wanted, is it? In fact, we're doing what's called a denial of service. He had a bunch of people keep asking for an answer. You've heard the term denial of service, maybe? Yeah, it's a common hack, because what it is that you send so many requests, the server can't keep up. Literally, that's what it is. So if all of us and everybody's friend and 1,000, 12,000 people started hammering at it for dog facts, we're going to overwhelm the server at some point, because this is probably somebody's project on a hobby server that doesn't have a lot of resources. So we probably want to have ourselves have a chance to say, oh, do I want to get another dog fact or not? So how do we do that? On purpose. So we have an input of we're saying put in a lowercase y, saving it as menu choice, comparing menu choice to up lowercase y. I accidentally mashed the caps lock key and then I exited when I typed y. Well, we fixed that before. Menu choice, dot lower. Now we're comparing apples and apples.
Could you also just put the dot lower in the if statement?
Yeah, you could. It would in effect be the same thing. Okay, woof. Another dog fact. Ooh. Well, that's a lot of people that have a dog. Oh, interesting. Who knows if this stuff is true or not, but oh man, who would do that to a dog? Oh my gosh. If that happened, they'd take over the planet. Okay, I think that's enough. So one semester, I think it might have been last year,